And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Raiders and the Buccaneers, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Charles, how about this Raiders squad? They had the long drought without playoff wins. You had to go back to the AFC Championship season of 2002, but they got it done under head coach Josh McDaniels.
And Brandon, you know how much I love the history of the NFL. How about this? The Raiders and the Colts, the only teams that currently win a Super Bowl in two different cities. Now the Raiders with a chance to win in their third city.
Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, it's just absolutely astonishing that they'd be back a second time in 3 years. Tom Brady at it again, 3 seasons in Tampa, 2 Super Bowl appearances, and I think we can officially say the decision to unretire, probably a pretty good one.
Brandon, he must have really been invigorated by those 40 days he was retired. I think you and I need to try that as well. Amazing how one guy can completely change the culture and path of an entire franchise. But let's be clear, this has been a team effort to get them back here.
The stage is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. First try on offense for the Bucs and their veteran quarterback, Tom Brady.
And just think, we thought we had seen the final chapter of Tom Brady's historic career when he retired during the offseason, but there was a voice inside of him that said, you've got unfinished business. And he certainly did. Here he is now in his 11th Super Bowl appearance. That this is going to be it for him. The Super Bowl is the only place a career like his should end.
First play, first pass for Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
To throw again on second down. Brady, a pass underneath for Fournette. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
They'll find Fournette again here. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Throwing again on second down. Brady, he completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, and he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Shaquille Barrett from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. With a first touchdown of the Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about it, Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Brady's throw into the hands of Darden. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
One quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. It's a close game here early on. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's got this down to the 35. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Here's Brady. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Can you believe it? It's a Super Bowl 49 hero, Malcolm Butler. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude, and I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now, but maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. Newton throwing again. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Shaquille Barrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They fake the give. Newton. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Now we're into the hands of Adams downfield.
And they'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. He's got room past the 30.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Brady now on first down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Finding room at midfield. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. To throw is Brady. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On the draw, this is Fournette. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're going to speed things up here. Forced out to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. And that big score all started with Cam being forced from the pocket, but when he's outside the pocket, it doesn't really bother him.
And part of that is the word you use, big, right? He bought extra time by moving outside of the pocket, which means receivers can get downfield farther, and Cam's got more than enough arm to find him, and we end up with a big play.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Get a look at receiver Chris Godwin as this offense returns for their next drive. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Brady going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Taking it about the 36. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Marching back onto the field now, Davante Adams and company getting set to go. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play action, it's Newton.
And he's caught downfield, it's Waller.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, I think this is a free play for Newton. And he's got it, touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on?
Offside, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week to try and take away the...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Newton on first down. And that's complete to Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Cam Newton scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Raiders are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl.
So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Inside handoff down to Fournette. He's got room at the 30. And he's got room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. Brady's throw there complete. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the gun, Fournette. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. The left side throw complete to Adams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Colton Miller, former 1st-round pick, called for the penalty there.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Brady to throw. And this one too low.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's going to have the first down and then some.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. On first down, Brady. And this is Cook with a grab.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
From midfield, here's Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now Brady. Completes it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
And how about this? Viva Las Vegas! The Las Vegas Raiders on top of the football world as they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions.
And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.